Hello, lovely people, and welcome back to yet another episode. Please, if you haven't watched the prior pre-market analysis videos, I'll link it to this video right here so that you can follow through to the detailed version. Everything I've been saying, of every direction I've been giving for price has been doing so to the T. Okay, so if you would like to understand how it happened or what price is currently doing, you would have to follow through to the detailed version of the analysis. Okay. All right. So on Euro USD yesterday, I literally said that this was the target for price. Price was heading to this demand right here, right? And yesterday, price did so to the T, got to this demand, broke this demand, and now price is currently touching a daily support or resistance. All right. Euro USD is now bearish. Okay. So what are our next or where are our next targets or levels for Euro USD? Let's start from the daily time frame. Okay. On the weekly time frame, we're actually in this support or resistance. You see, this support or resistance area down to this point. Okay. That's why I've marked that the weekly support or resistance. And also we have this daily support or resistance in confluence with the weekly support or resistance. Okay. And this is where price is currently touching. All right. So the high probability is going to be, since price has given this huge impulse touching this daily support or resistance, there's going to be a high probability of price coming back into either this supply right here, because price is bearish. And once price is bearish, price is always going to look for a bearish side liquidity to keep the move going. So that bearish side liquidity will determine if price wants to actually continue the trend or start a new trend. And this 1 hour supply is in confluence with the weekly support or resistance. So it's an important area of interest. Price can also either break this and come into this very discounted area of sell side liquidity. All right. And then the decision will be made if we are to continue the trend or not. Okay. So Euro USD is bearish. On XAU USD, I said this to the T yesterday. I've been saying for the past 2 days now. I said that price is going to look, yesterday I said that price is going to look for volume in either this supply to push down to fill this gap right here. And price did so to the T once again. It came back to use this supply in confluence with the daily support or resistance, and then gave this huge impulse to this demand right here, filling the gap. Okay, so right now, XAUUSD is also bearish. Okay, XAUUSD is bearish. Once price touched this demand, price went back into the sell side liquidity, grabbed some volume, and now price is distributing down back into the demand it tested. So, what is the next thing for price to do here? The next probability thing is we are either going to get price to retrace back into this demand right here because we've come into the sell side liquidity to grab some liquidity back into it, or this supply is going to decide the fate of XAUSD's bearish move. Okay, so it's either price will retrace back into this area and continue the bearish move, But once price hasn't retraced into this area, we should anticipate for themselves into this demand right here. Okay, as simple as that. But if we get price here and price invalidates this, then there is nothing stopping price to this daily support or resistance. So we anticipate for sales, for continual sales back into this demand, or if prices will get back into this area and it presents a sell setup, then we'll be likely to take it back into the demand. On BTC USD, as I literally said yesterday, BTC USD is bullish now, right? It's bullish. But yesterday, price turned into a bearish move. And that bearish move, I said, was to come and look for volume and this demand. Okay, so we are actually coming to look for buy-side liquidity. So where is our buy-side liquidity? From here down to this area is our buy-side liquidity. Anywhere from here to here is our buy-side liquidity, right? So now price is creating the bearish move into the buy-side liquidity. So we have to expect either a move from here into the supply, and this supply will decide if BTC USD will head upward, breaking these supplies right here. Okay, but for now, BTC is bearish, and bearish we are currently sitting inside a demand, a, a very a very sorry, a very strong area of interest. Okay, so if a buy setup is to appear once or is to appear in this demand, then we will take it and move along with price. So we don't just enter trades because price is in an area of interest. Once price is in an area of interest, we need to get our confirmations before we take the entries. Okay, so BTC USD is currently bearish into a buy side liquidity, and we'll be expecting some buys. We are to expect some buys from this demand. If not, then price invalidates this demand, then we'll be looking further to push price down into another area of interest. So BTC USD, potential bullish move. XAU USD, currently bearish. And Euro USD, also bearish and inside an area of interest or inside a target. So yes, that is it for this video. Thank you all for watching my video. I'll be very happy and grateful if you like, subscribe, and leave a comment for me. Thank you once again, and see you in the post-market breakdown. Peace out.